You could see this. They show this clip over and over and over again where Kobe picks up LeBron James full court.
Yeah.
LeBron just tries to give it to him, tries to power him down, uses strength, and Kobe blocks his shot.
Yeah.
Then he comes down and does it again.
Right.
That was an all-star game.
Right.
Have we seen anything since then?
No. We ain't seen nothing close to that.
All right, welcome back to another After Dark, everyone. Hope you all are having a good night so far. Hope you guys had a good day. So I wanted to get to part 2 of this very long podcast. And once again, this is from Byron Scott's Fast Break. The topic is the All-Star Game. I'm linking the original video down below for you guys in the description. So far, the first half is very interesting. They're saying a lot of things that I feel as well, and I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. One thing that we differed on was about the players not wanting to play hard defense in the All-Star games because they don't want to be embarrassed. Byron Scott has a hard time comprehending that, which I understand because I had a hard time at first too, until it was explained to me by enough young people that that's just the way, you know, the society is now of younger people, is they'd rather just get out of the way than be dunked on. You know what I mean? So better to act like you don't care than to care and get embarrassed. Feel me? And it took me a long time to grasp it. I don't relate to it, but I see it now, you know, now that it's been mentioned. So anyways, I'm curious about part 2. Let's wrap this up. Let's get into it. As I always do, I'm linking the original video down below in the description for you if you want to check out Byron Scott's podcast. And once again, I still have massive allergies today, so apologies if my voice sounds weird or if I have an extremely loud sneeze at one point. I can't control it. A lot of wind and dust here in Phoenix right now, so it is what it is. All right, guys. Without further ado, let's get into it. Like the video if you get a chance; it helps out a lot. And let's see where this goes.
You could see this. They show this clip over and over and over again where Kobe picks up LeBron James full court.
Yeah.
LeBron just tries to give it to him, tries to power him down, uses strength, and Kobe blocks his shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then he comes down and does it again.
Right.
That was an all-star game.
Yes.
Right.
That was a statement.
Have we seen anything since then?
No. We ain't seen
haven't.
nothing close to that. You ain't seen not one person
What
in the
happened to
All-Star
LeBron
game.
since then?
Well, he ain't got his shot blocked since then.
Yeah.
That's for sure. He ain't got his shot blocked since then.
That's a good point. I think that's when LeBron probably really started checking out of the All-Star game 100%. Like, because he was like, well, if I act like I don't care, once again, that same precedence with younger people. Well, if I act like I don't care, then it won't be a big deal. But if I go out there and try, someone like Kobe out there is going to like just embarrass me on a big stage.
But I don't think he, I think he thought it was all fun and games until Kobe jumped up on him and was like, no, I'm dead serious. Now, we boys, but bruh, today you on another team. You got a different color jersey on.
Yep.
That means we ain't boys. When the game's over, we can go hang out. But right now, I'm going to get in your ass. And that's exactly Kobe's mentality. We ain't seen a guy pick up nobody in full court in a damn All-Star game since Kobe left.
Period.
You know what I mean? And we ain't seen nobody play that hard since Kobe left. And you got to give him credit because he was setting the standard on this is how it should be.
Yep.
And the fans love that about it.
One last thing.
By the way, for all you guys who wonder why that they don't mention a lot of the older guys, it's because Kobe was the last one. He was the last of this kind to do it. So once Kobe retired and he was out of the All-Star games, that intensity went with him. And that's why we always mention Kobe with the All-Star game. He took what was given to him, and that's how the intensity was all the years leading up to Kobe. But once all the old guys, who played hard were gone, Kobe was still playing hard until he retired, and he set the tone for everybody else that, hey, if you don't, you are going to get embarrassed because I'm going to crush you, So it forced other players to play hard, and we bring him up because we're like, where's the next Kobe? Who's going to be the next Kobe in the All-Star game to set the tone?
on the All-Star game, and I'll get off of it. I don't know if you want to still stay on it. But Tyler Hero won the three-point shootout.
Yeah.
This got me thinking. The All-Star game is in San Francisco, Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, where's Steph?
You have the best shooter in the history of the game. The league needs to go to him in his camp and say, we need you to participate in this game.
Which is so funny because Steph said that he was working with Adam Silver on how to improve All-Star Weekend. Like he actually had some input on the format of the games, right? So why didn't Adam Silver just ask the obvious question? Hey, Steph, would you mind joining the 3-point contest this year? And then especially because it's in San Francisco, which you represent. Like, come on, man. I got to tell you the truth. I would have watched it. I would have watched Steph doing a shootout like that. I love watching Steph shoot. It's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
What is going on here? Like,
Absolutely.
How hard is it?
It's almost common sense at this point in time.
Yeah, you in his backyard.
You're not going to get injured. Shoot some threes, man. It's entertaining.
This is your yard.
Yeah, you in his backyard, and you don't ask him to please.
Yes.
And that's what you do,
Yes.
Steph. And Steph, as we all know, Steph is one of the most humble superstars that you'll ever meet in your life. This dude is so low key, it's unbelievable. You know. And
I feel like Steph would have
how
done it.
you don't go to him and say, we need you to shoot, in the 3-point contest. We're here in San Francisco. You've won 4 championships up here in the Bay Area. We need you to do this. How he does not participate in that is beyond me.
And that's on both of them, in my opinion. Adam Silver, yeah, definitely should have asked him. But Steph, actually, in this case, he should have offered.
In my mind. It really does. I have no idea why he wasn't in that. And you could tell me, well, he's 34, 30.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, hey, Steph gonna be able to shoot like Steph shoot right now when he's 44,
Yes.
45.
Come on, we saw Chris Mullin doing a shootout to entertain us. That's why I wanted to react to that, because I'm like, hey, man, you guys are putting into work. I'll put into work too. Let me try and spread this around a little bit. So we got old men. Mitch Richmond, Tim Hardaway, Baron Davis doing a shootout. But we can't have, a 36-year-old or whatever, 35, 36-year-old Steph do it. There's no excuse for that. Come on, man. He's still very competitive, Maybe he lost 20% of his speed. He's still fast as hell. He can still shoot lights out.
And still win it.
Yeah. I mean, the dude's one of the greatest, if not the greatest shooter that's ever played the game of basketball.
Yep.
Should have been there.
Yep.
Then you heard it from Commissioner Scott.
That's right. Should have been there.
Yeah.
I would have went, Steph, please, we need you.
Yeah. Let's talk about Mr. Draymond Green.
Let's talk about Draymond.
Man, Draymond.
Definitely some notable comments. I'll go to the clipboard. Guaranteeing an NBA championship with the new addition of Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Rating the All-Star game as a 0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And described the current NBA as boring, attributing to a lack of strategic depth and overemphasis on speed and 3-point shooting. My first question is, you are on a team that started the 3-point shooting.
Right.
How do you feel about his comments?
Okay, I don't like Draymond, but just because he was part of a team that started this style doesn't mean they're responsible for the rest of the league copying that style. So I don't agree with that part.
2 out of 3 I thought was good. And I love Draymond. I'm a big Draymond fan because the thing that we just finished talking about, playing with that passion and playing with that, that chip on your shoulder, he brings that every night. Now, he might be a little crazy at times and go a little overboard, but he brings it every night. We do know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you talk about, wait, there's too many threes. Well, you were passing to one of the best 3-pointer shooters in the history of the game.
2 of the best.
For a number of years. And then you're passing also to Klay Thompson, who's one of the best 3-point shooters in the history of the game.
And then you got KD too.
For you to make that comment now, I'm kind of going, Draymond, you can't say that. You can't say that because you pass it to him. Yeah. Now the part where he said it's boring, okay, I'll give him that. And what was the first one he said? The
All-Star game was a
0. I give him that.
I agree with the All-Star game assessment, but not the reasons he gave. Because the reasons he gave was because, now we got guys who can't go for records, like scoring records and stuff in the All-Star game. It ain't about that, man. It's about a competition. So I disagree with his reasoning, because if you just take that comment in isolation, which is, I give it a 0, you miss all the context. And his context, I completely agree with. I disagree with. I do. And if he wants to go back to the old format so bad, which we all do, well, the players have to play. We're trying to trick the damn players, like literally, like bamboozle them into playing hard. If they just did that willingly, we wouldn't have changed the damn format. So I gotta disagree with a couple of his takes there.
Another one before that, he said one before that.
The overemphasis on speed and 3-point shooting.
Okay, yeah, well, that one, like we said, we got to have to give you a little slap on the hand or something on that one, because again, you were passing, and Big O said it.
Yeah.
Oscar Robertson wasn't a fan of some of your comments. Yeah. He said you just always talking anyway, but
yeah, he does talk too much.
Yeah, in response, NBA.
But listen, Steve Kerr is one coach. Okay, he coaches one team in a league. Why does everybody have to follow the same system? That's my thing. We didn't see in the 90s when the Bulls were dominating, we didn't see everyone in the league switch to the triangle offense. That would have been the most boring shit ever, like it is now, because every team would have been playing the same way. The idea in basketball, all these years leading up into the last 9 to 10 years, was okay. This team looks unbeatable now. How do we counter them? Not how do we copy them. How do we counter that? It's lost now. That's how San Antonio won so many championships, by the way, with in the Popovich, Tim Duncan era. It wasn't because they were emulating anybody. It's because they countered everyone, and it was brilliant.
Legends. In response, NBA legend Oscar Robertson stated, "Who cares about Draymond?
Yeah.
Who cares what Draymond says?" And also said that he does facilitate the ball to Steph Curry.
Yeah. Now, first of all, if Big O says something, you got to pay attention to that. Yes. You got to pay homage, because Big O averaged a triple-double before they were even keeping stats of triple-doubles.
Yep.
So we don't even know how many he would have had, when they start keeping it. So when Big O start talking, you got to listen to what he's saying. Now, I disagree with Big O as far as nobody listens to Draymond, because Draymond got a pretty good following of people that love Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? They love him, and they love his the way he's so candid about things that he's talking about. So, like I said, I've been a big Draymond fan for a number of years, because I love anybody who plays as hard as he played and play with the type of passion that he plays with. That's why he's a 4-time NBA champion.
Okay.
Draymond Green also said they were going to win a championship with Jimmy Butler.
They're in the 10th seat.
They ain't winning no damn championship. Draymond,
they're in the gutter like Phoenix is right now, man.
They just said, bro, you're tripping. I love your confidence, but y'all ain't winning no damn championship. Not in the West. Y'all ain't even getting to the Western Conference Finals. I'm gonna tell you that right now, okay?
All right, Draymond.
I was kind of pushing for Golden State to win another championship with Steph until they did that Jimmy Butler move. I think that was a terrible move. I don't think that's gonna help.
Heard it. Anthony Edwards. Mm-hmm. Plays up in Minnesota. He did an interview a few days ago, and he said, let Wemby be the face of the NBA, because I don't want to be the face of the NBA. He basically came out and says, I just want to come out and ball.
Yeah.
I just want to come out and ball, do the best for my team, but I'm not the face of the NBA. Got me thinking.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Wemby's, in my opinion, better anyways, and he would be a better representation of the NBA, in my opinion as well. He's much more humble, and I don't know. He actually showed up to the All-Star game this year, so he gets some extra points, and he plays hard all the time. He starts with defense, and then his offense is still improving, but his defense is already solid. He promotes hard work. If he can stay humble. Man, if Wemby can stay humble and healthy, I think he should be the face of the league. We need the opposite of LeBron James, and I think that is Wemby. So I'm going to put it that way. because the league went downhill with LeBron being the face of the NBA. I think it would have been much healthier if Steph was the face after Kobe was, But unfortunately, they made their pick and it was LeBron, and he just represented terrible sportsmanship.
And then he mentioned Wemby's name. Can a foreign-born player be the face of the NBA? Because if it's not Anthony Edwards,
then who?
Then who is it?
Jokic.
Because we're looking at SGA, Canada, Wemby,
SGA,
France, Jokic. We're talking Giannis. We're talking about all foreign-born players.
And you forgot Luka.
Luka?
Yeah.
I don't think the NBA is going to allow that to happen, first of all. And I think Anthony Edwards, as great as he is, and as much as he doesn't want to be the face, they don't give a damn what he think either. If the NBA wants you to be the face, they will make you the face.
Yeah, it's true.
It's really as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So as much as he say he don't want to be the face, he just wants the ball. That's great, because we want him to ball, because I like the way the man plays the game.
Yeah.
But if the NBA decide that they want him to be the next guy to carry this torch, that's what's going to happen. No matter what he says, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't see the NBA, after having a logo of Jerry West, have a foreign player be the face of the NBA. That I don't see. I just don't.
Even with all the foreign players coming into this league,
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what the percentage is, but obviously in the last 10 years, it's quadrupled.
It's by far. I know when I played in the league, there was really one or two foreign players. When I got into coaching, I think it probably was 15 to 20 at the most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I got out of it, 15, 20 at the most. So now you're talking about
3 players, 4 players, 3
almost
players
on every team.
Yeah.
So you're talking about 30 to 45, 30 to 35% at least.
Yeah.
Are making up the NBA. So.
Yeah, it's how you know that the game is truly global now. The NBA is global now. Because if you take the ages under 30 in the NBA, the majority of the superstars, the best players, are international now. They really are. And I mean, if you go 30 and up, then it's not the case. But, the next generation, it is. It's hard outside of like Ant-Man, like who is there to really name, like Booker, I guess, but he's creeping up there. Outside of that, like they're not born here anymore.
If this trend continues, maybe there's a chance that happens. But right now, because I know that David Stern, the late great David Stern, Commissioner Stern, wanted this to be a global game, which it has turned out to be. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, mission
and
succeeds.
I know Adam wants to keep that going as well. So in the near future, 5 to 10 years from now, do I think there could be a possibility to be a foreign player as the face? Yeah. But right now, I just don't see it happening.
Let me throw something at you. In China at one point, NBA, the China audience was even bigger than what the U.S. audience was, especially during the Yao Ming era.
Yeah.
So it is a global game.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, like I said, NBA
But could
is
Yao Ming
huge.
been the face of the NBA back then?
Yeah, because China would have probably gave the NBA billions. They would have just been like, look, we want him to be the face. Money talks. Like you said, China was selling, and they, like you said, more viewers than anything in the United States. More merchandise sold in China than anywhere in the United States. China was huge. And then obviously the NBA and China's had a falling out, which cost the NBA a ton of money. But like I said, it wanted to be, David Stern wanted it to be a global game. It has definitely been a global game over the last 5 to 10 years, and it's getting bigger and better. Well, I wouldn't say better. It's getting bigger. And it's going to probably continue to get bigger because you got more foreign players playing, overseas. So it's going to be interesting.
In hindsight, where the game is global now, right? It's across more and more and more countries every single year. More potential viewers, right? You feel me? Why is the viewership at such a low? That's what's scary. So we're doing a great job expanding the league. Props on that. But the product is so shitty that no one's watching it. That's bad. That's bad.
Trading deadline.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit on our show last time, and a few things happened after that. Luka for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, Mark Williams rescinded trade from the Charlotte Hornets. How does Cam Reddish, Dalton Connect feel about that?
What the hell were they trying to trade Dalton Connect for, dude? Come on, he's their good draft pick.
Butler to Golden States for Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, Fox to San Antonio Spurs, Brandon Ingram to Toronto. Which team benefited the most after this crazy deadline?
I still say in June, if this team is healthy, and it's a big if, Dallas will be an opponent to fear.
I agree.
Interesting.
I've been saying it since the trade. For the next 2 or 3 years, I think Dallas won to trade. Everything after those 2 or 3 years, I think LA won to trade for their future.
Dallas is sitting in the 8th seed as of today.
I know.
They need AD.
And I'm telling you, if AD if he gets healthy and he gets to playing, this team is going to be Dallas is going to be tough to deal with. You know, you look at the length, the athleticism that they have. Your primary ball handler now is Kyrie, who we know can get it done.
Yeah, Kyrie looks very aggressive right now without Luka out there. So I think, if you got Kyrie and you got AD in the paint, you've got something here. And in Clay, if you can hit some shots, fantastic. They got a serious title contention opportunity here right now this year, but it's going to take everyone being healthy. Eyes on you, AD.
We know he can get it done. Max Christie's playing great.
He's averaging 15 points since being traded to the Mavs.
Again,
I like that kid.
This trade for Dallas for now is going to work out really well. Just like we talked about before with the trade with Luka coming here, that's going to take some time. But you got to add some pieces around Luka, and then you have what's LeBron going to do? Is he going to play another year, another 2, another 3? You got to figure that situation out as well. You still need a big, like you said. We got the trade for Williams rescinded. We still don't know why he failed a physical. He played last night. He played 3 or 4 games before. So we still don't understand why that trade was rescinded. So it's going to be interesting. But for me right now, I like what Dallas has done, and I think again, if AD gets healthy these last couple of months, they're going to be a force to deal with.
Agreed.
Lakers are 1-2 with Luka on the squad as of today. They're in the 5th seed. Do they make a move to go higher than 5 before this playoff?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't. I think the best they could probably do is 4.
Behind them is Clippers, Minnesota. We talked about Anthony Edwards, Mavs, Kings, and Warriors.
Yeah. I think the best they can do is probably stay at that 5, if maybe get to 4. But right now, like you said, with Luka 1 and 2, you lost to 2 teams that you definitely should have beat. You go to Utah, you get beat, and you didn't get beat, you get blown out.
Yes, they did.
You come back home after All-Star break, you lose to a Charlotte team who had 12, 13 wins.
Yeah.
So those are the games that they were winning, early in the season. The teams they should be beating. So again, you got. I think the fans have to understand you're going through an adjustment period with Luka out there, and it's going to take time.
Oh yeah,
it's going to take time to figure out how those 2 guys are going to play together. What JJ's rotation is going to be and all that stuff too. So 1 and 2 right now with Luka, I wouldn't be overly, worried about it, but I would be a little concerned.
Last question on this: who are the real title contenders in the East and West for you? We're in February now. We're talking 3 months now.
We're talking 3 months. I still like OKC.
Yep.
Memphis. Anytime you got John Morant on the team, explosive as he can be, you got a chance. Houston with that young nucleus that they have is scary.
They're doing it.
So I'm looking at those 3 right now.
It's definitely a dark horse.
Yeah. I'm
a dark horse.
Yeah, I would be a little worried if I played Houston in the first round. Because a lot of those kids don't know they ain't supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be interesting.
Exactly
when you
what Minnesota did last year.
Exactly. But see, now you see the residual effects of that. When everybody gets up for your ass when you come into their town, it's a little bit different. When you look at the East, Boston.
The dog just scared the crap out of
you got to be worried about Boston because they got 2 of the best players on both ends of the floor. And then they got one of the best premier defenders in True Holiday, who a lot of people don't understand. This guy is a glue, and they just got great pieces. So you got to look at Boston as probably the team still to beat up there. Cleveland's going to be tough, because again, that's another team with some young athleticism, some talent, and then they got a bona fide superstar.
And Boston beat them last year.
Yeah.
In the second round.
Yeah.
So they coming back.
Man, they think about that.
Yes, they are.
Again, that dog gets hungry. That dog want to eat again. Yep. And when you lose to a team, the next year, you kind of know what to expect. So that year of experience, and you saw your way Cleveland got out this year, to the best record. They were playing great basketball. So Cleveland, Boston are two teams in the East. And I would say the third team in the East, for me, I got to go with the Knicks.
New York.
Yeah, I got to go with the Knicks. They play.
That's cool.
They play hard, first of all. They defend.
Yeah, I like New York. I do right now. I like Brunson.
And then the
question is Tibbs going to run every player into the ground before the playoffs again?
Bona fide killer in Jalen Brunson.
Excuse me.
Who can get you 40.
Yeah.
He can put teams. He can put his team on his back. And I think all these teams that I just mentioned has that one guy that can do that. You know what I'm saying? And New York is no different. So, and then, you got Cat, who's been doing well there. He's played really well. Yeah. He gives them that length and some size.
I've seen that too. And I'm not a big Cat fan at all. I'm going to be real. I'm not a believer. But he is fitting in to the New York system pretty damn well.
It's somebody that can score in the paint, but also can pull you out to that three-point line.
Yeah.
So New York, right now, I like those three things: Cleveland, Boston, and New York in the East, OKC, Memphis, Houston in the West. I
like that. I got one more question for you,
yes,
but
sir?
Before we get to that, my folks.
Yes.
Camelo, they sent us some Music Shields sunglasses.
Oh, okay.
They want you to try them on.
Okay.
And they want you to see what it's all about.
Okay, I can do that.
So the Music Shields, you got to turn them on down here at the bottom,
Do you
Byron.
hold the button? Or
you just power it on.
Man, I think I saw Stephon Marbury.
So
wearing these.
Once that little light comes on, what's cool about these glasses, Byron,
definitely,
is the lens change colors.
Oh.
So if you swipe your finger,
oh shit,
they go light and dark.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but
yeah,
quick.
Yeah.
They aren't just regular sunglasses; they're smart sunglasses. Adjustable lens tints will have you going from sun to shade in an instant.
I'll be back.
That shows your age, man. Oh, dude.
He'll be back. Right in the arms. That way you can listen to music, take calls when you work out, drive, or ride your bike. Lightweight, comfortable, UV protected, hours of playtime.
Hold up. They play music and you could...
Yeah, man. They play music as well.
I do want a pair.
You got to check out. These are the Music Shields adjustable lens sunglasses at Camelo.com. And while you're at it, check out their other glasses, which are really cool: Prime, Falcon, Dusk, and my favorite, Aurora. Get yours at Camelo.com. That's CHAMELO.com. What you think, B?
I like them. These are tight. Like I said, made me feel like the Terminator, dog. I mean, like, I have to keep these.
Yeah.
Hasta la vista, baby.
So when you need light, you just go a little bit darker. When you need it a little bit,
look, there's my light
brighter.
right there. See
that
right
there?
Just boom.
Yeah.
And get, there it is, right
if you don't if you don't want those ladies looking at you, you just go dark.
Or if okay, look, like you can have them light like this, but you see you with your girl or your wife, and you see some fine one, you just make them dark. Right? You make them dark real make them dark real good. And then you have that eye looking that way, and then you turn to, she might know though. She'll be like, okay, I see.
I've been joking with my friends for years, because now, okay, this is the next thing. So now we plug in our sunglasses, right? We have to use electricity for our sunglasses. And I remember one day, this is like 4 or 5 years ago, I was like talking to a friend. I'm like, what the hell's next, man? We got to freaking charge our couches. And they're like, yeah, that's already a thing. I'm like, damn it. What is it? Like, what's next? What do we have that we don't plug in and consume electricity with nowadays? It's freaking everything.
But these is tight. I like these.
These are great.
Yeah,
Thank you, Camilo.
I've seen now there's like salt and pepper shakers that use electricity. You know, like what the hell are we doing? What are we doing?
Mello, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Last question. Who's leading the league in the MVP race?
SGA right now, I think. But
Giannis, SGA.
SGA to me. SGA right now. He's if the league ended today, SGA would be my MVP.
Hands down. No question.
No question.
Yeah, it's SGA or Luka. Or I'm sorry, or Giannis for me. Dude. Jeez, my allergy brain, man. Jokic. Honestly, Jokic is my guy. But SGA, I know he's playing great. He's got a lot of votes right now.
You see what Jokic is doing lately, though.
Yeah,
he's coming on strong right now.
We know that second half he gonna make a run because he wants to get Denver up there in that top four somewhere.
Yeah,
because he want to have a home court advantage at least one round. So you might as well right now, fans, expect Jokic to average 25, 10, and 11 rebounds, 9 to 10 assists every night because that's what he's gonna do because he knows right now he has to put the guys on his back.
So that begs the question then is obviously everybody probably agrees with you. SGA is the MVP, but going down the stretch, which is more important to win that MVP trophy? Players going down the stretch into the playoffs or beginning of the season?
No, well, I think down the stretch is big because again, now you vying for that playoff position. So what SGA has to continue to do is play just like he's doing. End up with that number one seed, and I think that right there will solidify him as this year's MVP.
There you got it. This is another edition of Byron Scott's Fast Break. Shout out to PrizePick.com.
Yes,
Shout out to Camelo.com. Go get your sunglasses and go get your bets in. We'll be back with another edition right after this. Thank you for watching Byron Scott's Fast Break.
Camelo or Carmelo? Like, whose glasses are those? Honestly, I'm not a fan of the look of the glasses, but I am kind of intrigued on what they do. I don't think I'd ever use it, though. Like, I don't know. Would you guys be listening to music and stuff, like, via your glasses? I don't know. Anyways, cool podcast. Good stuff. I'm glad I watched the entire thing. But, yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with about 90% of what these guys are saying about the problems, and whatever differences I spoke up about like in the moment. So not much to say other than all of this talk that we're doing, all of these ideas that we have, all these suggestions and critique that we're all giving. It all just comes down to one thing. If they try, we will watch. If they don't try, we won't watch. And the viewership numbers are representing that, as this was the second worst viewed NBA All-Star game. I didn't know that until I watched this, but there it is. The proof is in the pudding. Everyone likes their stats. Well, that's a damn stat for you, So anyways, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I got to really blow my nose like crazy. So, let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what your opinions are. And I know we go down the rabbit hole of all these deep ideas, like one idea, we start going down a rabbit hole, it gets crazy. Like, how do we trick these guys into playing hard? And we all have some good ideas, but if they just did it naturally, we wouldn't have to trick them. We wouldn't have to put them in these awkward situations to try and get them to perform. They would just do it naturally. The viewership would go up and everyone's freaking happy. But they can't be bothered to try hard for, an all-star game. And it's just unfortunate because even with the new format, which is a game to 40, we saw, they won't even try hard on the second game to 40. So it's what it is. Everybody, as always, I linked the original video down below in the description. I gotta go blow my nose. So like the video if you haven't done it yet, I'd appreciate it. If you didn't watch part one I dropped this morning. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Hit the bell notification if you want to get notified for the next one. And I appreciate you watching. I'll see you all in the comments. All right. Peace out, everyone.